Our EMOMs are a workout format that is focused on speed. Our EMOM stands for every minute on the minute. So you're going to have a set number of repetitions on one exercise or two exercises or three exercises, and you're trying to complete these in that set amount of time. So, for instance, if you look at our top circuit here, we have two EMOMs. We have a minute 1 and a minute 2. You're going to want a timer, and you're going to want to set it for 1 minute, or you're going to want a clock that you can see when 1 minute has passed. If you're using a timer, you want that timer to immediately start that next minute as soon as that first one is up. So it's going to count down from 60. When it hits 0, it's going to beep, and it's going to immediately start over at 60 seconds again. So if I'm working on this top workout right here, let's ignore the bottom one for a second here. It looks like I have two separate minutes. You'll see minute number 1 and minute number 2. Next to each of those, you're going to see one exercise with a set number of repetitions here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set that timer for 1 minute. And as soon as I hit start, I'm going to try to perform those exercises or that exercise that's associated with minute number 1. So for instance, in this top circuit, in minute number 1, I've got 20 burpees. So I'm going to try to finish 20 burpees before that 1 minute is up. If that 1 minute goes off before I'm done with my 20 burpees, I'm just going to stop wherever I'm at, and I'm going to move on to that next minute. When I come back around, if there's multiple rounds in this workout, I'll adjust my numbers down. Let's say maybe I made it through 18 of those 20 burpees and then that timer went off. Next time I come back to that minute, my new goal is now 18. Since I didn't get to 20, that's okay. These workouts are able to be manipulated or adjusted based on your ability level. So I'm just going to cut those reps down to what I made it through in that first minute. And now that's my new goal to get done in 60 seconds. On the other end of that, if you complete those numbers before that 1 minute is up, any additional time in that 1 minute is your rest break. So you can see how speed comes into play here. The goal is to get done with those exercises as fast as you can so that you earn yourself a little extra rest break before that next minute starts. When that timer goes off and you're moving into that next minute, I'm going to look at minute number 2 here, and that minute I have 50 jumping jacks I'm trying to get in. So again, I'm going to try to get those 50 jumping jacks in under 60 seconds. If I get done early, I'm going to take a little rest break, whatever time is left. If I don't get done in that time, I'm going to immediately stop wherever I'm at, and I'm going to move on. So for this circuit, I just have those 2 minutes. Minute 1, I'm going to try to complete 20 burpees. Minute 2, I'm going to go into 50 of those jumping jacks. Then you can see here that there's 4 times through, 4 rounds. Once I'm done with minute 2, I'm going to immediately start back on minute 1 again. And I'm going to complete this 4 times through. So 8 minutes here. You can look now at this second circuit. This is a little bit different. Now you can see we still have just 2 minutes involved in this EMOM, but now each minute has 2 exercises. So you're going to see EMOMs sometimes to where in that 60 seconds, you're only trying to get through a set rep number on 1 exercise, or you may see 2 exercises or 3 exercises that you're trying to get through in under that 60 seconds. So for this one, I'm going to start my timer, and in that first 60 seconds, I'm going to try to complete 10 burpees and 25 jumping jacks in under that 60 seconds. If I get done early, my extra time is my rest break. If I don't get done in time for these ones, whenever it's more than 1 exercise, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a couple reps off of each of those exercises. So let's say minute number 1, I got through all my 10 burpees, and then I only made it through like 10 to 15 of my jumping jacks. Next time I come back to it, since I want to get an even number on each of those, I want to try and work on both exercises instead of continually just getting my burpees and not getting hardly any jumping jacks. I'm going to cut reps off of both. So now instead of 10 burpees, maybe I'm going to try to get 7 or 8 burpees, and then instead of 25 jumping jacks, maybe I'm trying to get 15 or 20 of those jumping jacks. So I'm moving each of those down so that I'm still able to get both exercises in instead of just that top exercise and hardly any in that second one. So once that 60 seconds is up for that first minute, I'll move into minute number 2. In this second minute, I'm trying to get in 20 push-ups and 20 squats in under 60 seconds. Again, if I get done early, rest break. If I don't get done early, I'm going to cut a little bit of reps off of each of those. Once I'm done with minute 2, you'll see there's 3 rounds of this circuit. I'm going to go back and start back at those 10 burpees and those 25 jumping jacks again. That timer is continually running. Every 60 seconds when it goes off, it's starting that next 60 seconds. So you can easily see how long a workout will take you when it's an EMOM format by simply multiplying that EMOM, the number of EMOMs. So you'll see in each circuit here, I've got 2 EMOMs times the number of rounds. So you'll be able to say, oh, I have 2 minutes here multiplied by 8 rounds. This is going to be an 8-minute circuit here. For this one, I have 2 minutes multiplied by 3 rounds. This is going to be a 6-minute EMOM. So you're never going to go above that time in there. It's going to take exactly that amount of time to complete that circuit. Now, we've talked about EMOMs. However, there is a variation to EMOMs. You can have E2 moms, you can have E4 moms, you can have E5 moms, and what that simply changes is the amount of time you have to try to complete those exercises. So I can easily change this to an E5 mom and say this top one is E5 mom number 1, the second one is E5 mom number 2. And now, instead of having 1 minute to complete those 20 burpees, now I'm going to have 5 minutes to complete those 20 burpees. Same format though. If I get done early and there's still time left in that 5 minutes, I'm going to take that extra time as rest break. If I'm not getting done early, I'm going to cut reps off of each. Now, obviously, you probably wouldn't have an E5 mom with just 20 burpees. You more likely would have an E5 mom with 20 burpees, 50 jumping jacks, 20 push-ups, 20 squats. You would have multiple exercises in there that's going to take you pretty close to that 5 minutes. But that circuit is going to be treated the exact same way. Set that timer for 5 minutes now instead of 1 minute and try to get through those reps on all those exercises in that time. So to figure out the length on an E5 mom or an E3 mom or an E2 mom, you're simply going to take how long that time interval is set for, so 5 minutes, and then how many E5 moms are in there. So let's pretend these are 2 E5 moms, still 4 rounds. I'm going to have 5 minutes and 5 minutes, that's 10, multiplied by 4, that's 40. So my workout is going to be 40 minutes long. That can be done for E2 moms. Maybe each of these are E2 moms, so 2 and 4 times 4 there. I have a 16-minute circuit there. So you can easily figure out how long that workout is going to be by looking at whether it's an E-mom, so every minute on the minute, whether it's an E2 mom, every 2 minutes on the minute, E5, every 5 minutes on the minute, and multiply that by how many of those you have and how many rounds through. No matter what, though, this workout is designed for speed, so complete it as quick as you can and try to earn yourself a little extra rest break before that timer goes off.